Hello everybody, this is Sasha and we're going to be working on her dreadlocks today, her very new dreadlocks, so if you want to give us a little spin around. This was Sasha's hair after months of just letting it do whatever it wanted. I certainly had my work cut out for me, but it was more than just Sasha's hair that brought us together. Okay, so as I'm starting to work on Sasha's hair, I would love for her to tell us all about her journey that she's on right now, with who and what you guys are doing.
Currently, I am part of a team called Team Pappy, and Pappy is my grandfather. He's 87 years old, and he is attempting to hike the Appalachian Trail for the second complete time. So when he finishes, he will be the oldest person to through hike the Appalachian Trail. Currently, Dale Sanders holds the record at 82, and if Pappy finishes after January 25th, he'll actually be 88 years old.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's even brings it up a notch.
When did you guys start?
Pappy started March 3rd in Springer Mountain. He hiked by himself to Front Royal, Virginia, with some help from other hikers. This guy named Timeless. My mom went out and hiked a little with him, but basically he was out there cowboy camping and doing Pappy stuff. Then he got to Front Royal, and because of the time restraint, he was suggested to flip. So he flipped up to Katahdin, and he went up Katahdin with my mom, had some difficulties going from the terrain in Virginia really quick up to Katahdin. So my mom noticed that he probably should have somebody hike with him, just for safety precautions, and she wasn't available to hike the whole thing. So she offered to hire someone that had already gone out on the trail, and of course my grandfather, as who he is, he's extremely stubborn. So he was like, no, I don't know this person, I don't know anybody, I don't want someone to come with me, I want my granddaughter. Just because I'm pretty much the only one in the family that goes out that has backpacked recently. So my mom was like, how are we gonna do this? We wanna hire someone. So she found this gentleman. She found this guy named Tuplix, who completed the trail already really fast.
Did it like 4 months, right?
Yeah, 4 months. And he was really knowledgeable, and people said that he was super helpful. So he was actually suggested to my mom. So I picked him up and we drove straight up to Maine because Pappy was in the 100-mile wilderness. And we decided that we were going to make up a team as we were driving, because we could kind of see some things that he probably needed help with, specifically nutrition. So we made this plan and we got on trail when we got out there, and we've pretty much been together ever since as Team Pappy.
Yay.
With Pappy.
I absolutely love Pappy. I got to meet him twice. I met him down in Virginia in Shenandoah National Park, where he chatted with me and Evan for a while. Mm-hmm. So Evan's got a whole YouTube video interviewing him.
Yep. And where Pappy was definitely stubborn. He was like, I'm not done speaking.
It's so funny. He's so adorable. I just love him. And then I was super excited that I got to run into him again up in Maine, since he flipped up. Yeah. So we saw him at that restaurant in Maine.
Sarge's.
Yeah, so I really hope he finishes. I'm so excited.
Me too.
Where is he at in New Hampshire right now?
Well, right now we are in the Whites. We haven't gotten to the presidential range. It was getting extremely windy, and his knee was really bothering him just from going up and down so much. So he's taking a little break, and then we'll get back up there. There's some weather that's not too great going on right now. Going to be some snow. So we might have to do some flipping around. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that's what it's all about for him.
Yeah.
When he first started the trail, so he's a really interesting person. You've heard his story. Mm-hmm. He was retired before he started through hiking. But I know in 1996, all of these things that we do now, he would have been totally against. Like using a vehicle and staying in hotels.
I did a lot of that in the 30s, so. Yeah.
I mean, how could you not enjoy some of these places?
Yeah. We stayed in some hostels, we stayed in some crappy motels, and we definitely stayed in some nicer hotels and some bed and breakfast. We had a variety of experiences.
That's what it's about.
Yeah.
We are going slow because Pappy is slower. So we set up snack breaks for him every hour and a half to 2 hours. And what we'll do is Tuplix and I don't hike with him if it's not technical, unless he wants to, but he wants it to be his own hike. So he hikes on his own, and when we stop for a snack break, after the snack break, we let him go ahead, and then we kind of like hang out, we talk about logistics or do things and do our own snack, and then we can hike at our own speeds for a little while and kind of whiz past him and do our own thing. And then he waits at technical areas that may be unsafe. And we do, Two Clicks does a lot of yo-yoing. We do trekking pole, baton, we use them as batons. We dance. We do like step aerobics classes in the woods. We utilize the rocks. Because
awesome.
He's been used to hiking at a lot faster pace and utilizing himself, so he needs to like keep going all of the time. So even though we're going slower, like, okay, so how can we turn this up a bit? Step class.
That sounds like fun though, like almost what the AT experience should be more like.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of us just end up flying through and doing as many miles as you can every day and not really enjoying it as much as you possibly could, you know?
Pappy said he definitely is having way more fun.
How old was he when he did it the first
65.
time? Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought, that he was older the first time too.
And he was more of like, he ran marathons before he went through hiking, so it was more of like he had that athlete
competitive mentality. Yeah, definitely.
Didn't really wait for anybody.
We went on talking about Pappy's adventure for a while, and then about the Appalachian Trail in general. It's so nice to chat with someone in the real world who can actually relate on the subject. Eventually, we got down to business, and I educated Sasha about how to properly take care of her new dreadlocks, what products are safe to use on them, techniques that can be used for maintaining them at home, and different options depending on how she wanted the end result to look. Alright, making some progress. So far I have turned all of her baby dreads into matured looking dreads in a little bit more uniform, but she's got a lot of loose hair still left out in between, so now we're going to turn a little bit more of that into actual dreadlocks. After adding some more new dreadlocks and filling in all the gaps, then we decided to do some decorating, which is the fun part. I used embroidery thread to create some hair wraps and added a few beads here and there throughout her hair. Okay, finished product. We've got mostly all dreads except for underneath we still left some loose hair, and around the front, can I just have you kind of turn a little bit? Got some wraps and beads on the other side. What do we think? Does it feel better?
Great.